All right, so we're back. Hopefully you have your stuff. We did add a couple things that we got that I think might be helpful. We got some paper towels or napkins in case, you need to clean up something. And then we also got a plastic spork. These are the ones we get in our school lunches, but anything will do. I like plastic though because you can throw it away. So, and we're going to use this to add water because we want to add just a teensy bit at a time. Okay? So Dancy wants, what she's got here, she chose her paper plate.
And I chose Q-tips.
And she's going to color with Q-tips. And I poured a little bit of glue in there. You can see it's a little bit of glue. That's all she's going to need for the whole thing. I have chosen to use wax paper for mine. And I've poured a little bit of glue on my wax paper kind of in the middle too. So that is what we're going to use to turn our color into paint. So we might call that a binder. That kind of holds the color all together so that we can paint with it. So Danzy wants to start with paprika. So I, as her parent, am going to take the paprika container and I'm going to open up the shaker and I'm just going to add a little bit to her plate. I am not going to put it into the glue because the glue will be used for every color. So I'm just shaking a little bit onto her plate and then that's it. So I just shook a little teensy bit on the plate. Okay, and then what's the next thing you'd like to use?
I would like to use hot sauce and then mustard.
So now I'm going to make another little section over here of hot sauce. It's just like maybe 1 or 2 little drips. Okay, it's not much. We're just making a little bit.
There's 2 red.
There is. One's like a little more reddish. One's more orangey, I think.
Yeah, that's with a lot of dark mixed with red.
And then I'm also going to just do a teensy little dab. Not even a teaspoon. A little bit of mustard there. And then that's going to act as her yellow. It is kind of smelly, right? And then I'm going to try some seasoning salt for one of my colors. So I'm going to just make a little pile of seasoning salt. And maybe I'll do a little bit of a lemon pepper. Okay? Yeah, so this paint's going to be smelly paint for sure. Okay, I also used some Kool-Aid. I tried this another day. And I used a little bit of blue Kool-Aid. And that helped me make a blue paint, which I thought was kind of cool. Okay, so now we're ready to start mixing. So we're going to take whatever we're using to mix or to paint with. So Danzy's using Q-tips. I'll use my brush. Go ahead and take your Q-tip. Okay, and we're going to take a little bit of our glue. So just get a little scoop of your glue, and I'm going to hold mine up so you can see it.
This much.
So I'm going to take a little scoop of my glue, and I'm going to move it over there to my color. And I'm going to lay it there, and I'm going to start to mix it. Okay? And then I'm going to add a little spoonful of water. I have a teensy bit I'm just going to add. And that's going to help thin out my glue and make my paint more fluid. And so just a teensy, like a little drip drop. And so I'm going to mix that in. And I'm getting some lovely seasoned salt scented paint. Mine's kind of like, it's kind of like a peach color, almost like a skin color. What's yours turning out like?
Mine is like turning out to be like the hot sauce. And I think I used a little, I only used a little bit of glue.
Yeah, so I think we should add, so this is the one she's working on. It's got a little water in it, but I think we should do another little bit of glue. So take a good little scoop and move that over and
I was
stir it in.
worried I wasn't supposed to get the color in the glue.
Well, yeah, you just kind of want to be careful and not mix it all up. Okay? And now I'm going to try to mix my other stuff, my other seasoning, and see how that one turns out
And
with the glue.
next, I'm going to do my hot sauce with glue.
Okay.
That's good.
The glue is just going to kind of help it like stick to the paper. So that's kind of nice if you have it, but if you don't, you can totally just use water and you're going to get that color. So I've got 2 kind of shades of brown on mine. So I might go ahead and start painting with these to see how this looks once I add it to my paper.
This is not changing color at all.
No? Okay. That's okay. So now what you want to do is you can start to paint with it on your white paper. So you've got your white paper there already. So go ahead and start.
What are you painting?
Well, I'm just painting a shape. I just painted a triangle to start with because I didn't really know what I wanted to do.
Well, this orange, I could like do a sunset.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing like I did like a little triangle on my paper. So it's not very bright. The color doesn't show up a lot. So
Yeah.
if my color doesn't show up very much, would I want to add more color or more water? What do you think?
I think you should do more color because the water just makes it more silkier.
So I'm just going to add
I'm gonna
a little, see, just a tiny little palmful of that seasoning, that chili pepper. And I'm going to see if that helps make it a little bit of a darker brown. And I add a little more water. So we're just kind of experimenting, yes?
Do you think I could like switch it to my thing because the YouTube is not showing up very good?
Oh, so you want to try your finger?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and try your finger. You're dipping it in the color that you've made though, right? So like the hot sauce. Be careful though, because you don't want to get that hot sauce on your, it'll burn your face. So you gotta be safe. So I added a little more brown. It's showing up a little bit more, but not a lot. So we're just gonna keep experimenting. Here is a test that I did yesterday. And it's got all the different spices and sauces that I use. You see that blue Kool-Aid. And I wrote the names of each spice next to it so you could see those.
I think I'm gonna draw yellow.
Okay, you're gonna try the yellow. You're gonna mix that mustard with a little bit of glue so it will stick to your paper better. So we're just having fun and we're experimenting with this. We're trying to use materials we have around our house to make paint. So
That's too much glue.
it is a lot of glue, but I think that you can paint with it, and I think it's going to be awesome. So we're just going to keep experimenting and having fun and seeing what we can come up with. You guys try mixing a few different colors and just see what you can come up with. I think I might try using coffee grounds and adding water to that to get a nice rich brown color. So I'm already thinking about other safe things I can use around the kitchen with my parents' permission that I could use to make paint out of. So I hope you guys have fun with this. It's something a little different, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. So take a picture of your experiment, whatever you do, and send it to me in Glass Dojo. All right, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.